friends. I'm Melissa Dexter and I am a number 4. We 4s are called the individualist because at our core, we believe that we are special and one of a kind. So, while I'm speaking on behalf of all 4s right now, please keep in mind that individual results may vary. Okay. We 4s feel there is no one else in the world exactly like us. And we want you to see us for the individual that we are and honor the talents that we alone can bring to the table. We strive to know ourselves as fully as possible, and that means that we explore our emotions. And we 4s have a lot of emotions. While our neutral zone may tend towards a state of melancholy, we feel everything, and we feel it deeply. We feel the highest of highs and the lowest of lows and everything in between, and chances are we are feeling multiple feelings all at one time. I'm pretty confident that at some point or another, one of us has overwhelmed you with our emotions, and you have probably looked at us like we have grown 4 extra heads. Don't worry, we get that a lot. If I had a nickel for every time someone told me when I was growing up that I was too emotional, or I was being too much, or I needed to calm down, y'all, I'd be a trillionaire. We 4s, at our worst, can be selfish and completely ruled by our emotions. We may know that what we're thinking and feeling is deeply hurtful, but when we let our emotions control us in arguments, it's almost impossible to not get those feelings off of our chest and then attempt to do damage control later when we're feeling better. When we find something that we don't like about a person or thing or experience, it can become all we see. And if we're not careful, it colors our view of that for a while. We find that envy is a huge problem for us. We struggle with intense self-doubt because being unique does not mean that we're confident. So we compare ourselves with others a lot. Criticism becomes deeply personal because we have a hard time separating our feelings and who we are with the situation at hand. We can also spend so much time daydreaming about future situations that we forget to live in the present. At our best, though, we are awesome. We find beauty in the most ordinary of things. We tend to be your creatives. We gravitate to the arts. We may not be the best at it, but that's not the point. The arts are filled with the language of emotion, and it is not uncommon for us to be moved to extremes by a song or a book or a piece of art that has resonated deep within us. If we share our creative gifts with you, you are so special because we have just shared with you a piece of our soul. So please be gentle. We're also that friend that you have in your life that knows that there's some drama going on, and we would love to show up at your house with snacks or a bottle of wine in hopes that you will let us help you as you wade through your emotional mess. You will have our undivided attention as you navigate your emotions, and we will feel them all right alongside of you. Why? Because we believe that authenticity is the key to deep and meaningful relationships. We thrive in deep emotional experiences with people. Because we value authenticity, we are excellent at spotting fakers. You may think you're doing a great job of hiding who you really are, but bless your heart, we see you and you are not fooling us one bit. We may be willing to fake it alongside of you for a little while, but we might also start building up a wall to protect ourselves, and doing that is exhausting for us. So if inauthenticity becomes a recurring pattern, we may start avoiding that person or situation. But if you are yourself, in whatever way that looks like for you, we can feel it, and we see you. We want you to share everything. Tell us every story in detail. We want to feel all of your feelings because that's how we'll get to know you. Similarly, we aren't trying to steal your thunder if we relate your story to our own story and take a lot longer doing it. We are not succinct. We're just not. And we're trying to show you that we understand your feelings and that we support you and you're not alone, because that's what we want to hear from you. We 4s love deeply and fully and intensely. We have the gift of seeing how special you are and seeing all of your growth. And we love telling you and reminding you of how far you've come. Please know, though, we need time to recuperate and get reacquainted with our own emotions without other people clouding our view. Think of us as having extreme bursts of emotional energy and then needing to go home and crawl under the covers and just kind of process for a little bit. It can come across as us being too hot or too cold with people. We aren't ignoring you. We're just turning inward for a little bit. We'll be back soon. Ultimately, we fours know that what the world sees as our weakness, our intense emotional vulnerability, is truly a strength. We will sit and process our emotions for long periods, and when we come out on the other side, we feel peace. We get to know ourselves and our emotions, and we grow. We fours know that who we were once is not who we are now, and who we are now is not who we will be in the future. We shed our old skin and we move forward with so much more clarity to seek out beauty and authenticity in the world and to find new ways to share it with those around us. And who wouldn't want more of that?